Let's start with an island that comes with the world's most beautiful coral reefs. These 45 acres, 1 mile long with milky white sand and azure water are Jack Sparrow's personal edge of the world. The island in the Bahamas costed Johnny Depp $3.6 million. As they say, the corner of paradise has several beaches, and each of them is named after somebody important to the actor. There's the Paradis Beach, named after his ex-beloved wife. The beaches Jack and Lily Rose in honor of their children in common. The Heath in honor of Heath Ledger, an actor who impressed him greatly. The wedding ceremony with Amber Heard also took place in this secluded place. But unfortunately, this union did not last long.
Jack!
Maybe the problem lies within the beach's fancy names, since there was no room for Amber. Unlike Johnny, Shakira has a perfect sense of delicacy. Due to her grasp in business and an incredibly high IQ, she managed to cooperate with 2 other music stars, Pink Floyd guitarist Roger Waters and a pop singer Alejandro Sanz. All of them invested in a private island in the Bahamas. The island, which is 283 hectares big, costed them $16 million. In order to turn this island into a recreational area for creative people, the businessmen have built luxury hotels and villas with view on white sandy beaches and blue water. Leonardo DiCaprio is also thinking about building an incredible resort on his private island. The actor owns a picturesque place near the coastline of Belize, Blacador Key. It is known that Leo is a sort of eco-wacko. And people say that he is going to turn this piece of his private heaven into an eco-resort supplied with solar panels. By the way, his island just came to the price of $2.5 million, which is not that expensive judging by the current luxury real estate market. Next on the list, we have an island of Michael Schumacher, a famous Formula One driver who won the World Championship 7 times. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Sheikh, and the UAE Prime Minister has gifted him an island worth $7 million. It is situated near the artificial archipelago The World, 4 kilometers from the Dubai coastline. It consists of several islands, the shape of which reminds the Earth's continents. Investors can buy any part of the planet here, but Germany is now owned by the famous German racer. But the most remarkable position on our list belongs to David Copperfield. He bought not 1, but 4 islands. The magician lashed out $65 million on them in total.
David Copperfield has been acknowledged by audiences and critics alike as the greatest magician in the world.
The islands are situated in the Bahamas, but only one, his most beloved island, is built up for commercial purposes, Musha Key. It even has its own personal name, the Fountain of Youth. Here you can find an exclusive resort for the richest people who are ready to pay fortune to stay in this paradise. By the way, the maintenance for all islands cost the magician $325,000 weekly. Many years ago during the shooting of the movie Mutiny on the Bounty, legendary Marlon Brando was bowled over by the beauty of the island, the Polynesian lifestyle, and his partner in the movie. So the actor decided never to part with this all. In 1967, he bought Tetiaroa, an atoll near Tahiti. It has 12 small Polynesian islands located in a stunningly beautiful lagoon. He renamed the island to Brando, married his movie colleague and actress Tarita Teripaya, and spent 50 more years taking care of the island's nature. Although Brando has built 12 palm roof huts along the coast of one of the islands, it was very far from what he had in mind. After Marlon Brando's death, some of his ashes were scattered over his islands. The property passed to the Tahitian property developer. In 2014, the island was reopened as one of the best eco-resorts in the world. I always calm down when I imagine how I sit on my island in the Pacific Ocean at night, Marlon Brando used to say. This little island in the Bahamas has also become a private residence for 2 lovebirds. We don't know much about the island. The famous couple, country star performers Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, haven't disclosed the island's price yet, but it is known that it is fully built up. There are amazing beaches and views for recreation and creating masterpieces. Of course, this guy couldn't be left without his own corner of paradise as well. Richard Branson, one of the richest British men and the founder of the Virgin Group, who is known for his extravagant deeds, owns the most expensive island in the world. Necker Island in the Virgin Islands is a pearl of the Caribbean Sea, which now hosts one of the most expensive resorts and the most luxurious Lux-class hotel in the world. It is incredibly expensive to stay here. One night costs almost $2,000 per person. The central mansion is called the Great House. It is interesting that the owners don't like renting single suites. They're much more likely to rent the entire mansion. This luxury costs $50,000 per night. Frankly, this offer is aimed at 30 to 50 people. But such prices don't stop moneybags dreaming about staying at the most prestigious apartments on a paradise island lost in the Caribbean Sea. There is another person who's building his own paradise on Earth, a billionaire and entrepreneur, founder and former Oracle CEO Larry Ellison. He's built an eco-resort on his private island in Hawaii. Lanai is the 6th largest island in the Hawaiian archipelago. Ellison has owned 98% of this island since June 2012. The remaining 2% belong to the U.S. public domain. The billionaire plans to invest about $500 million to improve the island's infrastructure and to develop a clean agriculture there. He has already acquired a small airline, Island Air, to provide a stable supply of goods and various cargoes to his island. Of course, it is awesome to set a high-class resort in the Paradise Place, if you have money. But how can you achieve this if you don't have the necessary resources? This is exactly the challenge that an ordinary housewife from Australia decided to overcome. Now she owns a unique island and resort. Melita Kalmundus Hunter followed her husband and went to Cambodia, where after a while, she acquired an abandoned island for just $15,000. She turned it into an ultra-class resort. Today, Song Sa Resort offers a unique holiday in a natural environment. The villas, built by the waters of the Gulf of Siam, merge into natural landscapes. The bungalows, built from natural materials, are surrounded by tropical jungles. Nowadays, the Melita's island costs 100 times more. It was a good investment, wasn't it? These were the most interesting private islands in the world. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.
With a baddie on my lap, 6'9" Chevy with your girl in the back. She don't love you, so you gotta bounce back. She only love me when we in the S-Class. Take it slow, take it slow, take it slow, take it slow.